This is Lee with 82 Game of 12. This will be video 2, dealing with the great battles of Julius Caesar Deluxe Edition from GMT Games. Came out in 2022. And it was designed by Herman and Richard Berg. And then this Deluxe Edition was developed by Alan Ray. So it's a great set, especially for those that came late to the great battles of Julius Caesar. Okay. I had got into the great battles of Alexander and enjoyed that. And then they had the Tyrant module that I really enjoyed, fighting those battles, because those battles were more even. The Alexander battles, of course, were kind of one-sided, but I was not, I did not get any of the Julius Caesar games. And one reason was, by the time I was interested, they were out of print and so expensive. And even the SPQR, same thing. So I kind of came late to both SPQR and the Julius Caesar. So I'm sure there's other people as well that didn't get into this at the time when they first came out. I had other interests. Probably I was coaching, and that took all of my time. I didn't really have much time for gaming. So, all right. So let's talk about a couple of our sponsors here real quick. We've got Mertu is a jewelry, I guess I call it a jewelry company. They make jewelry, fine quality jewelry for men. I think they make women's jewelry also. You can check Mertu.com out and check them out. But this is just an example of their fine quality workmanship. It's leather. And of course, they've got these metallic metallic and magnetic clasps, okay, that you could add links to very easily and make the bracelet, wider. So I've had both of these for a number of years, and they still look like they're new. They hold up very well. I've had no problems whatsoever, even with the one that's got the beads. And so I would recommend this to anyone, family, friends, so forth. So, and they come in these nice little bags. So that's 2 examples. Check them out at mertu.com. Next we have Dice. And this is a new company for me. And it's Serious A Dice. There's a little A here. Looks like almost like a fish. Okay. And I missed that A when I talked about it in the last video. And when I searched to put in the link through the YouTube link, then, of course, I had to have the A there. So there we go. So website is just Serious Dice. There's no A in there. It's seriousdice.com. But if you're going to the YouTube, it's got to have the A in there for some reason. I guess maybe there's another Serious, maybe Dice company or something, maybe. I don't know. Or Serious, maybe. Brooklyn, New York. Check them out. Of course, they're made in China, which I don't like. $9 is how much this costs. And it's a set and has 2 20-sided dice. You've got the one that's the same color as the set, and then you have a unique colored one. And with this one, it's a white like a marble dice. It looks marble, and it's got the gold lettering, which I really like. So, and I have a real bad dice fetish, I guess you might say. If I see just see dice, and it's like, hey, Is there a color I don't have, or is there something? I've got some unique ones too. But I've got Chess X and some of these others I've had sponsoring. So check them out. I'll put the link for the YouTube, and I guess I could put the link. I could put the website on there too for both of those. So check those out. All right, so let's get right back to the fight. We're still in turn one. We didn't get much done. I did too much yakking. I needed to talk about a few things, but anybody that was, maybe hoping to see some action in that first video were probably disappointed. And I apologize for not getting started. But usually my first video is more on talking about the game and some mechanics and so forth. So we're getting right into it. The first action, Julius Caesar gave his elite initiative to his far left, okay, which is way over here, okay, and gave it to this tribune, okay, which is part of one of Mark Antony's legions, and it's the 8th Legion. It's the only non-depleted legion that Julius Caesar has, and it's the reason they're not depleted like the other ones is they combined 2 legions together to make a full legion. So this unit here, I need something to push that down. Okay, so you had that elite initiative happen, and then the other tribunes up and down the lines on both sides just passed. And if you've played Julius Caesar, the Civil War, then you know why they pass. They pass so they're not restricting the section commanders. And this battle has section commanders. And here's just an example of one of the section commanders. Lentulus, or Lentulus, Lentulus. I'm going to say Lentulus. He's a section leader, and he can actually activate all of his tribunes at one time. And so by having the tribunes pass, that gives him the right to do that. He has that order capability. But if you have a tribune that is activated, then that's going to take it's going to restrict that Lentulus. It's going to restrict him in a way. So that's what we've got going on. And actually, maybe over here, this tribune, he would have had to roll because he's outside of Mark Antony's range. I think I might have made a really big mistake here on that last turn. I would have had to have rolled for that tribune to just, he just didn't get to act. Okay, well, he can give individual orders, and that's what he did. Okay, so he just gave individual orders. So I didn't mess up. The whole order system for the Julius Caesar Civil War is a little bit different from what I'm used to. So bear with me. And so what happened was he gave 2 orders. He had 2 of his cohorts join with another cohort. So he's got 2 cohorts together here. They're stacked. And so one thing, the size advantage they get, plus they get to distribute the cohesion hits through both of the cohorts instead of one cohort taking all the hits. And so really it's better to stack. Okay, I'm finding that out really quick. So that's what happened over here. You got these units are missile no. I'm not going to put missile no on each unit because I'm not going to have enough missile no's. So that's what's going on. So that Tribune is finished. Okay, and that's not going to restrict Mark Anthony because the Legion did not use the Tribune did not use a Legion command. So, all right, so now what we have is the Tribunes have all passed. So now we're going to leaders with a 3 initiative. And so Caesar has 1, which is the Prefect Cavalry, which is on his far right. And the Pompey's army has 2. You got Piso and Lentulus, which is right here. Lentulus is here. And then you got Piso, which is right over here. Okay, he's on the far right. So those are the 2 that we have at the present. And so now I have to roll between the 2 to find out, or actually I have to roll to see which side is actually going to get to activate theirs first, whether it be Caesar's or Pompey. So let's have that roll. And it's going to be Pompey. I got a 9 for Pompey, and I got a 3, I think, was for Caesar. So, all right. So we're going to have. What do we want to do here? Do we want to do? Do we want to? I think what we want to do here is possibly we could activate Piso and try to turn this flank here, or have one unit approach while another unit attacks maybe the flank here of this unit, these 2. This guy has got 5 cohesion hits. So, what do I want to do? Activate this one or that one? I think maybe I do these guys first and then the cavalry. I got to engage those. If I engage this unit first, then he's not going to be able to turn to face the cavalry unit. So that's what we want to do. All right, so Lentulus is going to be the one activated. But this is the first turn. So in the first turn, they all get to activate. I don't have to roll due to the fact that he's out of range. Pompey's on the other side of the battle. So he doesn't have to roll. He's just automatic on the first turn. So So the first turn, they're all going to be in command. So then Julius has got Crete, Cilicia, and Galatia. And he's not going to wait. He has been attacked, and he is going to react. So these guys are missile now. All right, so I can move each one individually, or I can move them all at the same time. I think what I want to do of course, these two want to operate together. Possibly. Let's see what we want to do here. This guy here is going to need some help against these guys. He's going to get it from these guys back here. So let me look here at this. What I want to do, I'm wanting to look at the orders. Okay, so I'm just looking here at the section commanders. Okay, so under 4.55 section commanders, number 4, direct all inactive and in command tribunes in his section to issue a legion command. If the section commander starts the order phase within his overall commander's command range and uses the overall command to assist without a die roll, or he can be out of command range and then use his command abilities to get command by rolling a dice against his strategy rating. Okay. But I know over here, yeah, right here. Okay, so right here. Okay, so if more than one legion command is issued, the Roman player may choose to have each legion separately conduct the movement and missile fire segment and then the shock combat. Each legion completes its action before another does, or all activated legions conduct the movement and missile fire segment, then all activated legions conduct the shock combat segment. Okay. I think what we're going to have them do is I think I might do it separately. If you do it individually, you could really do some damage. Because I don't think there's anything that says that a unit can only be shock attacked once per order phase. So I could be wrong, but both sides are able to do this. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to do individually. So what I want to do first is I want to use the Galatia Legion over here. So Julius is directing this legion here to step up to counterattack the 8th Legion. So these guys are missile no. Okay, he has missiles, but what we're doing is we're doing a Legion command. So this guy moves here. That's one. This guy here goes 1, 2, 3. He goes there. Okay. This guy goes 1, 2 here. This guy here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's stacking with this guy. So the bottom guy won't be able to fire. Okay. Oh, and then I've got this guy here. What's he want to do? That guy's got 4. He could stack with him. I guess he will. He'll stack here with this guy. Like so. And then this Tribune. I don't know if he's going to be able to really help that much. He's going to move to right there because he's got to stay within range, command range of all of his units. Okay, so let's close in here. All right, so we got missile fire over here. Both of these units can fire. And then nobody on either one of these. So these two are the only ones that can missile fire. These other two, they entered to the rear and stacked with these other units, which are actually missile no. So they're going to become missile no automatically through the shock combat. And here we're going to have shock must check with this group here. These other two, there's no shock because they're, like I said, no need to check TQ because they're entering the rear. They're not actually, you don't have that clash. So they're entering combat that's already been going on. And I'm not using the engagement. I don't want to complicate things with the engagement, adding the engagement markers and so forth. So we've got these two units here going to fire on this unit. And I guess it really helps if I get some of these. Not that one. Some of these little blocks that I use, anybody who's watched my videos knows about me using these blocks. So it just helps to to know who's doing the attack in here, or who's doing what. And so that's what we got going on here. This is the unit that's being attacked. Okay, so I've got two Pele attacks, javelin. They're javelin attacks. And they need to get a 6. I got a 8 and a 3. So we've got 1 hit. Okay. And so that'll be on this unit here, the front. So he's at 6 now. All right. Now, we've got to check for TQ, because these units approach the head movement into the combat, into the close combat. So we're going to have to roll okay. So we got a 3, 3, and a 4. They all passed. All right, so next we've got the clash of the we've got to check all of the for the close combat. We've got to check shock superiority. Okay, we've got veteran against veteran cohort. We've got clash of swords. They're at the front. It's going to be a 7, except we've got 2 against 1. That moves it to 8. And possibly, if I would have moved that Tribune up to one of those units, I could have possibly used his charisma to alter the dice, but I didn't. And he probably should have, because all of his units, except for those 2 that are routing, are in combat. So I would have just gave him a bonus, but oh well. So didn't happen. So we're at the 8 combat results chart. We're on the 8. So let's roll the dice and find out what happens here. Oh, well, I've got combats across the board here that I might as well do. Let's see here. This guy's okay. I can put. We know these guys are missile no. So okay, let's put this over here. Okay, so we've got this combat going on. We've got this unit attacking this unit. Okay, and we've got these 2 units attacking here, and this unit attacking here. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Let's roll. I'll just roll all these together. Okay. So we'll go purple, green, light blue, and then dark blue. That's just my dice color. That way I roll them all at the same time. All right, so here we got purple for that one. We've got green for the next one. Purple one is these 2 right here. And then we've got, another 0 for this one. And then the 5 on this one. So my dog, Sophie, German Shepherd Husky mix. She acted like she wanted out, but I don't know. Okay, she might want something else. Okay, so the first one, you look here. Let me move this dice. So this 3 applies to these 2 cohorts here against these 2 that are stacked. And we said that was going to be on the 8 chart, 8 column. So that's a 3 going across. It's just 2 hits each, which is going to be 1 hit apiece for the 2 Galatian. Oh, that's not a 1. Okay. So both of these take a hit. Okay. This guy here. Okay, so we've got a 7 now for him. Do we have the 7s in here? I don't remember seeing any 7s. Where are they? Do I have to add one? I don't think I saw those over here. Let's see. No. What's the deal, Lucille? What happened? They didn't give us. Oh, there's one. I was going to say, what happened? Okay, so here's one. Here's a 7 for that one. Okay, so this one here, yeah, I can remove this shock check. Oops, I'll just put it right there. Okay, so, and then this one on the bottom here takes a hit. So he's at 2. The bad thing is when you stack them and the top guy routes the whole stack. So I got to put this on top of him now so that I know I got to check that. All right, just move those. Okay, so this one is gone. We can move this one out of the way. And now we can take a look at this unit and this unit right there. Move these out of the way. All right, and with that one, I rolled a 0, okay, which is not good for the attackers. And they were attacking here, this unit here. So, and they're going to be on chart column 8 as well because the size, there's 2 of them. So, a 0 is 3 hits to the attacker, 2 to the defender. So here, this unit is going to have to take 2 hits. He's the front guy. So he's taken now 6. Okay, the bottom guy who just came in is going to take 1 hit. So this guy's 1 away. So this guy here is actually is routing. So I actually got to put a route on him. There's no rolling. He's just routing. So move that. All right. So, and then this guy here takes 2 hits. So he's at 6. So he's actually routing. He's reached his route level. Okay, and then, so we got this one out of the way. So now we go to this one, which would be these guys against this stack. And I rolled a 0, and it's also going to, no, it's not going to be on the 8, it's going to be on the 7, because there's both of them, oops. They're both stacked, 2 cohorts. So that's just going to be on 7, but it's still 3 and 2. So here we're going to have top unit is going to take 2 hits, the bottom one 1. So and then over here, these guys are going to take 2 hits. Top one now is taking 5. The bottom one is now taking 2. What do we got here? Oh, this guy's supposed to be over here. Like, what's going on here? Okay. All right, and then over here, I rolled a 5. Okay. Put that 5 up there. And so if we're looking at the shock chart table here, and we're going to be on 7, okay? You may say, well, how'd you get that? Okay, well, on the shock support superiority, okay, we've got veteran cohort versus veteran cohort. That's a dash, okay? So then we go over here to the clash of swords, okay, and we find it's to the front, okay? The defenders were attacking the front. So we look at veteran cohort, okay? Veteran cohort means 7. We're on the 7 column, okay, on the shock results table. And we don't have any shifts, okay? And so I rolled a 5. We look down here, a 5, and come across on the 7. It's going to be 2 each. That's how you do the combat. Okay, so each of these units are going to take 2 hits. So he's actually going to be routing. Okay, this guy here would also be routing. So we've got to take a look at that. I think the defender routes, and the attacker is at just -1. Okay, so he would be at a 6, but I need to check that. So let's see, 2 hits each, right? So yeah, he's going to be at 7, and he's going to be at 7. I don't know if I have too many 7s in here. I didn't see very many. Oh, there's one. It seems like you don't have as many markers in this as you did. Okay, so that's the completion of the combat. Now we have to have what happens here. We've got routed units that are going to have to be leaving, and other units that may have to be checking for TQ check to see whether they collapse or not. So with that unit, okay. Oops, here we go. First thing I want to do is I want to check these 2 where both units would route, and I don't know if they say, well, it's the one that has the higher TQ or this the attacker. Let's see who has the higher TQ. I think they're even. I think it's 7 and 7. So I think it's the defender that has to route. But let's just see. Go over to combat. Okay, so we used 10.15 to determine which units were route. Okay, so you may say, well, where's that at? Okay, let's pull back. Okay, this is under collapse. This is page, we look here at the top. We got to pull this up here. It's page 29. Okay, so we look at collapse. Okay, all units, okay, have cohesion hits equal to or greater than their TQ route per 10.21. If all units in one-shot combat would route, first use 10.15. See, it says the defender route moves his units first. So let's look at 10.15. Ten, 1, 5. Okay. So here's what we do right here. Okay, right here, 10.15. All right, so the attacker adds to his total hits the number of cohesion hits that he would incur were he to advance after combat. All units on the side with the unit that has the greatest discrepancy between hits and TQ rating route, the units on the other side do not route. The cohesion hits on all units on the other side that did not route are adjusted to the unit's TQ -1. And it says if it's the same, they both have the same hits between TQ and so forth, the defender routes. So the defender's gonna route here on this example here. Okay, if this unit was to advance, the attacker's going to advance. He's not losing any TQ. He's not going into difficult terrain or anything. So this unit is going to the Caesarian unit is going to route the 8th Legion. Okay, so he routes. And this unit here goes to TQ -1, which is going to be a 6. And he's going to advance. Now, when he advances, he's going to be missile fired on by this unit. Okay, that's just going to happen. So let's, we got to route these units first. So 1, 2, and then both of these units here so we can remove their hits. So 1, 2, that's where they go. These guys can both stack in there like that. Oops, this guy, I gotta keep him right there. This unit, I've got to say, he routes, so he's going there. This unit advances like that. And of course, when he advances, and how come, oh, I got to put the TQ -1 here. Oh, I had it right there. And that's a 6, not a 9. You got all these stuff stacked with them. That's why it's crazy. You got the missile low and all of that to stack in here. You're gonna have a big, huge stack. Okay, so that's what we got going on. Before I do this missile fire over here on this target by this guy, which is reaction, I'm gonna roll for this unit here that's a possible route. Okay, he's got a quality factor of 7, so, and he's 1 away, so I have to roll for his possible route. I rolled a 3, so no. So he's going to drop down to 5. That's what happens when you have a high CQ. All right, so now, last thing we have to do is we have this javelin attack here because this guy entered his zone of control. So 6 or less, you got a 6, so that's a hit, which means he routes. So this guy's missile attack routes this unit. So he is now routed. So we can remove that, get us a route marker. I don't think we have enough route markers. Oops. So one, 2. So, all right. So that finishes this tribune. Flip him over. He's finished. Okay. Now we're moving to the next legion, which is right there. We got some kind of a glare on the table, but really, I don't think there's much I can do about that. Let's pull back. So now this unit here is now missile no, because he fired his Pila at this Galatian unit. So he is now, and this is where I would put like a missile no on someone when I know that they're missile low or no. Just like I can put a reminder here on this unit. I know they're missile low, no, because those units just come out of combat, you know. So any missile unit that is involved in close combat is going to be missile no. So, get these dice back. Now we're ready to move to the next couple legions here. And I'd opted to have these legions perform their attacks separate. So, instead of together. Okay, so the next one, we want to be sure to use the Sicilia Legion. Maybe the Crete might hold firm, but we want to try to take advantage of what's going on over here on Pompey's right. So then Julius is now going to direct these units to attack. this legion is attacking. So this one's going here. 1, 2. This one here, he's going to stand firm. 3. That one's going there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going right there. Distribute 1, 2. And what is he, a conscript? Those guys might better stack. So he's going to stack in there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go right there. This guy's staying. All right. So, this guy's missile, no. Let's do the attacker, no, the defender's reaction first. So, this one can fire at one of these two guys. And doesn't really matter which one he fires at. I guess he's going to go after this one. All right, so let's see what happens here. Okay, we got a hit. Roll a 0. And of course, I got to put the shock, check shock, TQ. So we're going to have shock must check here. And where's the rest of them at? And of course, we've got shock must check there. So, okay, now we have, I'll do that right there. Now what we have is we have offensive missile fire. Okay. And so we've got here to here, here to here, and then both of these are firing here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just roll them all at the same time and work from right to left. Okay, so the first one, which is right here, that's an 8, that's a miss. The next one, which is right here, that's a 2, he got a hit. And then the other 2, I've got a 2 and then a 7. So here we got one hit. All right, so this was a miss. This one here was a miss. This one here was a hit to this unit here. So he is going to be at 1 hit. I think that's his first one. So we can take this off now. And we got a hit here. And a miss. 7 was a miss. So now we're ready for combat. So So we got this guy attacking here, this guy here, and then these two, this guy here, these two guys here. All right, so we've got a conscript, okay, and this guy here is going to be recruit, okay. So this guy's actually attacking this guy's flank. What's going on there? Don't need to lean on my table, I guess. All right, so let's talk about this one here first. This is a conscript, and these are veterans, but we're in their flank, and they're stacked. So let's talk about the chart here. All right, so shock superiority chart. So one thing is we're going to have position superiority, but weapon superiority, we've got, what did I say? He is a conscript, right? Yeah, he's a conscript. So just do it this way. He's a conscript. Get in here close so you can see. Against veterans. So con, attacker is con. Oh. I haven't rolled for the shock. Must check TQ. Okay, so I have to do that first. I don't know why I was not paying attention to that. Should have been paying attention. All right, so I've got to do the shock must check first for those units, which is all of them, actually. So I guess there's not any adjustment due to the position of being attacked. I didn't see that. So, okay, we're just going to do the rolling. All right, so the first one we're going to do is these two units that I have marked with the blocks. Okay, so the Cilicia, could be Cilicia, maybe. C is kind of funny in making a K or whatever in Roman. So that might be a K instead of a C sound. So that could be Cilicia, not Kilia, but Cilicia. Cilicia. Let's roll. We've got a 6 and a 3. Now the 3 was the Caesarians, and the 6 was the Pompeian unit. So the Cilicia takes a cohesion hit. All right, so now we go to this one. Oops, this is actually the one right here. And this unit here. Okay, so we've got this unit and this unit with the shock must check. So, oh, okay, we've got a 2 for Galatia cohort, and the 8th Legion, I rolled an 8. Okay, he's got a 6. So now he's going down 2, so he's going to be at a 3. Not good for him. All right, and then we have these. Oops, this unit here has got to be flipped back. Come on. All right, so these two here against with that one. So we'll find out. So this is a slow process, but that's the way it is. All right, so we didn't fare very well with the Galatia cohort there. This conscript here. All right, so I rolled a 2 and a 9. So this one passed. This one here is taking 4 hits. 5 minus 9 is 4. This one here I rolled a 7, so he's going to be adjusted by 1. Like that. All right, so now we're finished with the checking of the TQ due to the shock. Now we actually go to the combat. And we have to probably maybe work at this kind of slow to give you an opportunity to see what's going on. So we've got this Galatia conscript, okay, attacking the flank of these veterans of the 8th. So let's go through here and do this. All right, so we got a conscript, okay. It's going to be, as I said before, we had to do the pre-shock TQ check. We've got a conscript, okay, against a veteran, so that's not superior. Okay. Position-wise, we have superiority. All right. We go over to the Clash of Swords. We're in the flank. Let me just pull back now so we can take a look at this. Okay, so in the flank, okay, and we have to look across here. This is the defender, is a veteran. The attacker is this conscript right here. Hope you can see that. So we go down, and it's going to be in the 9 column where we're going to be. So then we flip over to here, and we're in the 9 column. But the key is there is attack superior, which is going to double the defender's result due to the attack on the flank. That's a position superiority. Okay, should be on here somewhere. Let's say superior, but it doesn't say what the superiority is, but it should. Let's see here. Oh, the other thing is, okay, well, that unit's not depleted. I don't have to go to that yet. Okay, so anyways, we know it's superior. So we're in the 9 column. So we're going to roll the dice. I got a 0. All right, so a 0 in the 9 column is going to be 3 and 2, which is going to turn out to be 3 and 4. So this unit takes 3, so he's going to be at 4, okay, which is going to be just 1 shy of routing. So he will have to check for collapse. So I put that on top. Okay, let's get back to close here. All right, so Galatia cohort there, I've got to check to see about collapse. Here we've got 4 hits that have to take place. 2 at the top, okay, we're just going to put him at 7. Okay, and then the guy on the bottom takes 2, so he's at 4. So I've got to get a 4 over here. Okay, so he's taken 4. Keep putting these on top of this other unit here. I don't want to do that. It's over here on the side. And this guy here that's got 7, I've got to put him up here and put this 7 on top of him, so I know here in a little bit to check that. Okay, so now we move on to the next combat. And so that's going to be this unit and these 2 guys. Okay, so here we got this and this. So this is a veteran. Okay, we've got a recruit and a cohort. Now, a conscript. The recruit is on the top, so we're going to use him. So there's not going to be a shock superiority, position superiority either. So we look at the clash of swords, attacking through the front. So we've got a recruit against a veteran, okay, is a 6. But we've got the size advantage. There's 2 cohorts stacked. So that goes back to 7. So we're just going to be on the base 7 column. And I rolled a 0, so that's 3 and 2. So he's going to take 2. So he's going to be at 5, which puts him at possibly collapsing. We'll just have to wait and find out. And then here, these guys are taking, okay, so 1 and 2. The bottom guy will take 1. Okay. And the top guy, my hands are too big for these counters. Plus the other thing is my hands shake horribly. I need to drink more water. All right, so that's where we're at with that one. Now we go to these 2 units against this guy. So, and I guess I could put the 2, because we've got 2 here, 2 blocks like that. All right, so here we actually have a depleted cohort. So that's going to affect the columns where we're going to end up. So we've got conscripts against a veteran. There's no shock superiority. Clash of swords, we've got conscripts, right? Conscripts against a veteran. So that's going to be at a 7. But then, because he's depleted, we go up to an 8, and then because we have the size advantage, we will go up to 9. So now we're on the 9 column. Rolled a 4 on the 9 is 2 and 3. So let's back these up a little bit. Both of these are going to take a hit. Oh, this one's going to rout. And this guy's taking 3. So he's going to be at 5. So he might rout. All right, so let's back up here and take a look at what we got to do here. All right, so this unit here, okay, is 1 away from routing. So he's got to roll. He's still in the zone of control of a unit. So we've got to roll for his, he's got to roll to see if he routes, he collapses. Rolled a 5, he doesn't. So that means Instead of a 7, he drops to a 6. So he's hanging in there. All right, this unit here, same thing. He's got to roll to see if he collapses. Just so you know which one, this unit there. And we could close in so you can see him. He's got a 5. Oops. Dang. Rolled a 2, so he stays. So he drops to a 3. So he hangs in. Okay, this unit here has to check. One, so he's going to stick around. And then this one back here, right there, 6, okay, so he's okay. So now he's going to drop down to a 4. So he's still there. Flip him over. All right. All right, this unit here has to route. Let's back up. So he goes to there. So you can see what happens. The counters are kind of small for me. Okay, I'm used to, I was playing Revolution games, their American Civil War system, and they've got fairly big counters. So I've used small counters like this with other games. So it's just with my hands I shake and so forth. I just have a hard time sometimes with these smaller counters, but we make it work. All right, so that's what's happened so far over there. We've got both sides have units that are routing. Of course, the 8th Legion is getting double time there, and things don't look good there. Looks like they could easily collapse. However, we've got let's see, 4 cohorts that are routing over here, and Julius is hesitant about having his other legion do anything. I think he's holding. So he's going to be finished. I'm not rolling for momentum with him. Which I guess I could. I could roll for try to get momentum and possibly try to rally these guys. With him. Initiative of 3. Let's see. Yeah, let's try to do momentum. I'll try to do a momentum with him. So I can try to rally, try to remove some hits. I think we can try to rally. Let's see. I gotta roll for his momentum to be able to. So let's try. We're going to try to get momentum here with him. So this is the unit. Let's pull back just a little bit. Maybe I can get the. Oops, no, can't get it in there. Okay, that's all right. You just have to trust me. Rolled a 6, so he doesn't. So no need to try to contemplate what we're going to do. So Julius is done. All right, so now we go over to the Caesar leader that has a command rating of 3, and that's going to be over here all the way across. Okay, on this far left side of the table, and he's going to pass because he has a pre-arranged withdrawal, and so he doesn't want to activate anybody. He wants to wait, so he is going to pass and be finished. Right there. All right, so now we go back to the see, this would be what, the southwest side of the map, which is all the way back across over here. So we slide across, and what we have here is we have Piso right here. And he can activate because on the first turn all units have command. So do we want to attack? There's a routed unit there. I think we want to hit that routed unit for one thing. You know, we can get rid of a couple of routed units. So all right, so he is going to this guy's got a movement of 8. What is it? Let's see, against. Okay, so we've got a Roman cavalry. Okay, against a veteran. Okay. Oh, well, he's going to be Defender Superior. Which is going to be 7. But he's not. He's going to take probably at least 4 hits. These guys, that's not a very good attack. Um, all right, so this unit here, a pisos with, is going to go up here and attack these routed units like that. Okay. The other is going to come up here to guard the flank here, and that's Piso's going to stay with him. Okay. So, right here, these guys are going to be missile no, these routed units. Okay. So, right there, we have shock must check. Okay. Right here. Between the Roman cavalry and these veteran cohorts that are routing. Okay. So they don't think all right, so we got to check on this routed unit here. I want to see about the routed unit in combat. Um, let's see here. Okay, it says that routed units have an automatic TQ of 1. All other ratings are unaffected. Routed infantry missile units are automatically missile no. Okay, routed units that incur any additional cohesion hits are immediately eliminated. So, does that mean that when you roll, you've got to get a 1 or less? That's probably been answered multiple times. But as I said, it's been a while since I played this. I know this is pretty basic for the great battles of history. Let's see. I need to look that up. Maybe on on some platform. So basically, when you're attacking, say you're attacking a routed unit, it's pretty much, it's going to be toast. I mean, uh, if say I roll for the pre-shock, okay, they've got to have a 1. Well, I did. I rolled a 0. And I rolled an 8 for the cavalry unit. So, okay, the cavalry unit takes 3. All right. So, and then you go into the combat. Okay. Which is, okay. So, shock superiority. There's got to be something about if you're attacking a routed unit. One thing, of course, you're attack superior because you're attacking the rear. They're turned facing the other direction, apparently, supposedly. But okay. Say you're attacking the rear, that puts you at a 10. But of course, they've got the size on you, so that would move it to 9. Rolled an 8. It'd be 2. Okay, they'd have to take 2, which both of these are eliminated. And I need to decide where am I putting the eliminated ones. I guess I'm putting them right there. Okay, and this one would have to take 2 hits, but then this is gone. Since he's not going to rout, the other one is eliminated, so he would go to TQ -1, which is 4. Okay, and he would advance into this hex, which could allow this unit, well, no, I guess he can't. Well, he could try to react. This Tribune is. He's not in his front hexes. Let's get that out of the way. It's got to be in his front hexes. Let's see here. Reaction. We got to go over to reaction. Okay, let's see here. Fire. I think fire has to be in your front hexes. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it says flank hexes. Okay, so they could fire. Okay, so they're going to need a 6. So flip these. This unit here came into his zone of control. This is flank hex. So this unit can fire, and he will. He gets a 9. So okay, he's now missile no. And I don't know, maybe I need to check on pursuit here. Yeah, here it is, covered pursuit. They may pursue. Okay, so I would have to roll to see if that unit would pursue, and so it's got to, let's see, you're going to roll TQ rating. Okay, I rolled a 9, which means it has to pursue. Okay, so it's actually attacking this unit now. So, and let's see, do I have to do a pre-shot TQ check? This is on page 32, 8.6, cavalry pursuit. Okay, so you don't make a pre-shot TQ. Okay, so hold on a minute. Okay, when I did that pre-shock, he doesn't have to roll, he doesn't have to take a pre-shock check because he's attacking a router unit. So he would actually only have 1 hit. Okay, he wouldn't roll. Okay, the other unit would. So Yeah, right here it says routing units of a TQ of 1 are eliminated if they occur any other further hits. So I was right in that roll earlier. So this is again a pre-shock check. Okay, the missile fire happened, but this is not in his zone. This is the 2 front hexes are. So he would have had to have turned. So he doesn't have to check because this unit's routed. So the other unit does have to check, the routed unit. So if it's 2 or more, he's eliminated. Yes. Okay. So they're eliminated. Okay. So this unit's eliminated. And so he would move into that hex. Of course, he's going to have to roll. I guess maybe there's not any pursuit after that. Let's see. So yeah, you don't have, does not check for cover pursuit. So he's just finished right there in this hex. Let's move this stuff out of the way. All right. So let's see, he could actually try to go for momentum. He's got a 3. I'd have to take a cohesion hit. But it may be worth it. Let's see here. I'm going to plug up my phone here. I'm running low. Let's see here. What I'm doing now is I'm wanting to check about command range and whether or not see, I'm trying to find in command. What the range, and whether or not it can go whether it can go through. Okay, it says, okay, here we go. A path is obstructed by units occupied by enemy units, a hex in an enemy zone of control, terrain a leader could not cross or enter. Okay, so, ouch, looking over here, just trying to trace the command here. So, this hex is blocked. Okay, this unit here. So his command range would have to go here. Okay. Let's see. He might be able to reach him here. Okay. This guy here, this unit here is facing forward. So let's see if I have another red. Okay. So this unit, this place here, I think is blocked. Okay. But this is not. So he has command range to that cavalry unit. And so if he is able to get a momentum, which I might try to, I might try to trump to keep him from wiping out, what Piso is trying to do is he's trying to attack this veteran unit here frontally and then from the rear with this other cavalry unit. Both of them are going to take a cohesion hit, but it'd probably be worth it. So I think the momentum is worth the risk. So let's make a roll to see if we can get a piece of momentum. Now, we also have an attempt to trump. But if the leader attempts and fails, then he's finished. But I could possibly use a leader. It has to be a section leader or Caesar himself. It cannot be a tribune. So, all right, let's see if he can get momentum. Ooh, I got a 3. Which means he has momentum. And I don't know, I don't think, let's see. Let's see here. So a tribune cannot trump. All right, so he now has momentum. Now, do I want to try to trump him? I've got Sulla. I don't want to use Julius Caesar. I don't want to lose his. Domitius. Gaius Domitius, maybe? He's got a 4. What? What do I want to do here? And maybe I messed up here. Let's see. Yeah, I did. How did I mess up? Well, let's take a look right here. See, Lentulus, his Legion line command is a 1, okay, which means he can only activate 1 Legion at a time for a Legion command. He can't activate all of them, okay. Same thing with, let's see, well, maybe it's with all of these. Scipio is the same way. So, who can activate? Okay, he can activate. Mark Anthony's only 1. All right, I gotta really check into this. Well, it says they can direct all tribunes. So what's the? Oh, if they direct 1 tribune. So if they want to direct like individual instead of all together. So I guess I'm still doing it right. Somebody can give me a shout out if I'm not. According to the chart, you can. I was right. All right, so what do we got going on over here? We got Piso wanting to, well, he's got another momentum. Now, I've got to try to decide, do I want to risk one of Julius Caesar's section commanders to be finished, or Mark Antony? He's got a 50-50 chance. And if he doesn't trump this, then he's really looking at having his flank exposed and possibly attacked. So, but if